Hello, this is Janice from Space to Relax, and the video I'm about to show you is a replay of a live Qigong class which I taught this morning via Zoom. I'll be teaching these classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week for the duration of COVID-19 and until I can get back into my face-to-face acupuncture and Chinese medicine clinics. This video is suitable for those of you who are beginners and also anyone who might have a little bit more advanced Qigong training. I hope you enjoy it, and if you'd like to join me for the live classes, then please click the link which is next to this video. If you're watching this video on YouTube, then so you don't miss future videos that I upload here, just hit the red subscribe button.
The class today, everybody, is going to be focusing and really moving on from the last class we did, but this one is focusing more on the movement and the circulation going down from your neck and your shoulders all the way down your arms and into your hands. Now, we've done some exercises like this before where you are moving the chi into your hands, but this is a little bit more of step by step, starting up here and working all the way down into the fingers. And it's a little bit more of a physical movement. You might find some of it is quite tiring on your muscles. That's okay if you feel a little bit of achiness or a little bit of effort going into it. That's perfectly normal. But as with any Qigong exercise, please don't be in pain with this. So if you feel like you need to take a little rest and just shake your arms out every now and again as we go through this, then that's absolutely fine. And for this exercise, you can be standing as I am, or you can sit down. So if you find it difficult to stand for any length of time, then please just have a seat now. There's just a small part at the end that we're going to do where it's really nice if you can stand up when we just shake everything out, just to finish the exercise. So we're going to start, as always, by making sure if you are standing that you're in your Qigong stance with your feet shoulder width distance apart, your knees slightly bent, that lovely kind of straightness in the lower back area so it feels nice and open, so not too much of a curve in the lower back. You don't want to have your backside sticking out because that's just compressing the vertebrae of the lower back. And then also just nice loose arms, shoulders very far away from your ears. So you want this lovely distance from here all the way down to the shoulders. So you're dropping the shoulders, keeping them nice and relaxed and just shaking out the arms. You've also then got some length in the back of the neck. So in order to achieve that, you just want to drop the chin very slightly. Many of us have our chin too far up, looking up here, and that's compressing again the vertebrae in the spine, but this time in the upper part of the back, in the neck area. So you want to make sure the chin is parallel with the ground, and then just to get even more elongation of the back of the neck, feel as though the chin is pulling back in towards the throat. Feel that lovely extension up the back of the neck and the head as you do that. And for those of you who are sitting, again, make sure that the feet are shoulder width or hip width distance apart, as are the knees. And then you're sitting on the first third of the chair, on the front third of the chair, so hopefully supporting your own spine. But if you do feel you need some back support, then shuffle your whole body to the back of the chair so that the back of the chair can support you and you're not leaning back into it. So everyone, make sure you're nice and comfortable, either standing or sitting right now. And closing your eyes, beginning with some abdominal breathing. So the mouth is closed, the tongue is resting against the roof of the mouth, with the tip of the tongue resting against the back of the upper teeth. The breath is in and out through the nose. As you breathe in, feeling the lower belly expand like blowing up a balloon, and as you breathe out, feeling the belly shrinking back towards the spine. So no great efforting with this breath. There should be no huffing and puffing. You're thinking of the breath being smooth and soft and silent. Really just observing the breath as it moves in and out of your body. Also, don't forget to bring a smile to the corners of your mouth to soften the face and relieve any tension that you might be holding in the face and the neck area. And as much as you can, when you think of it, bring that smile to the corners of your mouth during the rest of this practice. So settling the body, feeling your feet connected with the ground, a nice solid grounding, and some lovely softness and relaxation in the body. Each time you breathe out, letting go and relaxing just a little bit more. Keeping that length in the back of the neck. So even though you're letting go as you breathe out, you're not sinking in the whole body. You're maintaining this lovely Qigong stance in order to keep, especially the spine, nice and open to the flow of Qi and blood. And now gently opening your eyes so that you can see me. We're just going to begin with the neck first of all. So some of you have done this before in a previous live class. We'll just quickly go through this one. So taking a breath in, and as you breathe out, just slowly let the head drop down towards the chest. Breathing in, back to the center, and breathe out. And if your neck allows, just let the head gently drop backwards. Breathing into the center, breathing out, letting the neck drop forwards and feeling that stretch down the back of the neck into the upper back. Breathe into the center. Breathe out to the back, and now feeling the stretch and the Qi running down the center of the throat, center of the chest, all the way to Dantian in the lower abdomen. Breathing in, coming up. So only go as far as your neck allows. Breathing out. You just need to go far enough to allow for a feeling of a small stretch. Breathing into the center, breathing out. Breathing into the center. And now tilting the head from one side to the other. So for this, all you're doing is you're just allowing the weight of the head to drop down to one side, to the shoulder. You're not moving your shoulders, you're not tilting the whole body. So I often see a lot of people, when they tilt the head, the whole body goes to the side like this. You don't want this drop in the shoulder. So the difference is you're just dropping the head. See my shoulders? Stay level. Breathe into the center and drop to the other side. Breathing out. Breathe into the center and tilt the head. And feeling into the side that you feel, where you feel the stretch all the way down into the fingers. Breathing into the center. Breathe out, feeling down into the opposite side from where you're tilting. Think about your fingertips. Breathe in, one more time, breathe out, sending the Qi into your fingertips. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. And now turning the head from one side to the other, keeping the chin parallel with the ground. Again, just allowing your neck to go as far as it goes until you feel a small stretch. So don't be in pain with this at all. Turning to one side, feeling the stretch down the opposite side, all the way into the heel this time. Breathe into the center, breathe out, opening everything into the heel. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. And now just checking your posture again, checking you've got that length in the back of the neck. So tucking the chin in towards the throat, really feeling that lovely extension, feeling that you're nice and tall. So now with the shoulders, I'm going to ask you in a moment to breathe in, and you're going to lift the shoulders up and scrunch them up as close to your ears as you can. So the opposite of what we're usually trying to do. And then as you breathe out, you're going to just let go. You can breathe out through your mouth with this if you really want to use the Qigong to release any tension you might be holding in the shoulders. So as you breathe out, you can give a big sigh as you breathe out and let everything go. So we're creating tension, and then as we breathe out, we're relaxing with a big sigh. So breathing in, breathe out. Twice more. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And now just maybe giving a little shake to the shoulders, just rolling them forwards and then rolling them backwards. And now breathing in, pick your shoulders up, and breathing out, rolling them forwards and down. So you're making circles now, breathing in, pick up the shoulders, breathing out, forwards and down. Now close your eyes and think into the deepest parts of the shoulder joints. Where is your mind? Breathing out. And now reverse the direction, thinking deep into the joints, pick up the shoulders, and now back and down, feeling that V shape that's been made by your shoulder blades as you pull them back. And breathing in, and breathing out, making a V shape with your shoulders. Breathing in, and breathing out. And again, just relaxing, giving a little shake out, getting tall again, keeping that length in the back of the neck. So you've done most of that already in a previous live class. So now we've loosened up a little bit of neck and shoulders. We're going to bring the arms into this now. Okay, so what I'd like you to do, if your mobility and your flexibility allows, is I'd like you to just place your hands on your shoulders, your fingertips on your shoulders, your elbows are bent, and all you're going to do is just draw some circles, as small or as wide as you want. So again, thinking into the shoulder joints, circling forwards, just breathing normally at your own speed. There's no breath coordination with this, just really feeling the whole range of movement that you have with your shoulders. And you might notice a difference between one side and the other. That's perfectly normal. And I know I definitely have a difference between one side and the other. And then change direction. So now rolling backwards. And as you open up the chest, and you feel the upper back, really kind of the shoulder blades coming together, that lovely V shape in the upper back. And then as you expand, feeling the expansion across the chest and the pectoral muscles. So just breathing normally, staying nice and tall, keeping that length in the back of your neck, keeping the shoulders down as much as you can, away from the earlobes. And now just keeping the hands here on your shoulders. If you can, you see my elbows, my arms, my upper arms are at shoulder level. If you can't go that high, that's fine. Just go to wherever you can with this. And now you're going to lift the arms out to the side, palms facing upward to begin with. And then coming in. So for this, breathing out through the fingertips, breathing in, thinking of gathering chi in through the fingertips. Breathing out, keep the elbows up, breathing in. Breathing out, breathing in. Breathing out, breathing in. Keeping that length in the back of the neck. And now bring your elbows towards the front. And again, breathing out, breathing in. Touching the elbows as you come back. Breathing out, through the fingertips, breathing in. So here, extending, sending chi out through your fingertips as you breathe out. Now gathering chi in as you breathe in. Breathing out. Keep the hands nice and soft. Breathing in. One more time. Breathing out. Breathing in. Now just let your shoulders drop down, have a little shake out. You probably at this stage are feeling a little bit of achiness in the shoulders, but hopefully no pain. So if you feel a little bit of aching, that's a good sign that you're really helping to strengthen the area and to get the chi flowing through the shoulders. So again, now we're going to come up with the hands. So arms up. And this time what I'd like you to do is just pull back your hands here so that your palms are facing you. And now make a fist and drop the wrists down. So palms up, wrists down. And I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see that a bit more clearly. So you see that my arms here are at shoulder height, if possible. And then from here, getting nice and tall, and then palms up, and then wrists down. Palms up, wrists down. So for this, keep going with this. So the elbows are straight, just in your own time, just breathing naturally for you. Feeling the stretch down the forearms, outside as you drop the wrists down, insides of the forearms as you push the palms out. Breathing. And now allow your arms just to drop down, give them a little shake out. Okay. Arms up again. And this time I want you just to grab just grab below your elbow. So anywhere, you can see here where I'm grabbing on. Anywhere, somewhere below your elbow though. What we want to do here is just to isolate what's going on with the wrist. Often when I ask people to do wrist circling, any kind of wrist movements, they move the elbow or the shoulder as well. So by holding on to one of the hands, you can really work on isolating the wrist so it's the wrist that's actually moving for you. So for this now, just make a fist and just move your wrist around very slowly in a circle. Just making a circle in one direction, doesn't matter which way, because we're going to change in a second. Nice and slowly, breathing normally, feeling deep into the wrist joint. This is a fabulous exercise for anybody who's got any kind of arthritis, carpal tunnel syndrome, any kind of pains in the wrist area. You can feel my wrist clicking right now as I'm doing this. Now change direction. Keeping the shoulders down, nice and relaxed. And then change hands. So making a fist, circling. And again, you might find that you have more flexibility in one side than the other. This is a really great way to discover where you're more flexible and where you're not, and any differences you have between the right and the left side. And eventually, with practice, you might find that those differences even out a little bit. But for those of you who've got any kind of injuries or carrying any kind of injury or damage to any joints from any arthritic conditions, any kind of muscular conditions, then you might find that they don't even out, but you can gain some improvement from this. And you'll notice as you do this that you're also using a lot of the muscles in the forearms as well. So it's really working not just the joints and oiling the joints, but it's also working with the muscles. So any of you, or if you know anyone with fibromyalgia or any kind of muscular conditions, it can be very helpful for that too. So again, just shaking out the arms, shaking everything out. Okay. Last one now. This is the fun one. This is the one I teach to children. So if anyone's got children, show them this one. They think this is great. So holding out the hands in front of you. And what I'd like you to do, keeping them up at shoulder level. Again, just breathing normally. Make a fist and then spread your fingers as far as they'll go. Make a fist and spread. Okay, so just keep going like that. And what we're going to do now, keeping the arms up, shoulders down though, nice and relaxed, keeping that length in the back of your neck. And I want you to start to speed things up a little bit. Okay, so just gradually increasing the pace, faster and faster and faster. So you're going as fast as you can, and what you'll start to feel is really kind of burniness in the forearms. You really feel your forearms working more than your hands. But everything, just keep going for as long as you can. And then relax everything down and shake out the arms. And now just close your eyes. Stand there with your eyes closed and feel into your neck, into your shoulders, deep into the shoulder joints. Using your abdominal breathing. You might find that you're breathing a little bit faster. You might find that you can almost feel your heart beating just from simply standing here and performing those simple looking arm and shoulder exercises. Feel into the upper arms, into the elbows. How do you feel with the forearms? And also into the hands, the palms of the hands, the backs of the hands, the wrist joints, into the tip of the thumbs, the tips of the index finger, tip of the middle fingers, tip of the ring fingers, tip of the small finger. Observe any sensations you notice in terms of temperature, heat or cold, heaviness or lightness of the hands and the arms, any tingling sensation, anything else, any swollen sensation of the hands. A lot of people often comment that their hands and their fingers feel like sausages, but they're really fat. That's a great sign that you've got lots of qi and blood going down into the hands. And now just slowly opening your eyes, just to loosen up the whole body, because the whole arms and the shoulders have been moving, but the rest of the body hasn't been moving so much. So just turning the body and just swinging the arms around. This arm swing, actually though, doesn't come from the arms. It comes from the rotation of your waist and your hips. If you're thinking now of the waist and hips moving, you'll find that the arms just naturally follow along. Just like a puppet on a string, your arms are just dangling down, very relaxed and loose, turning the head in the same direction as your hips and your waist turn. And you'll see I'm just loosely bouncing up and down on my knees, very gently, no tension in the legs. But you should feel a nice kind of opening, nice loosening in the back, in the lower back, and into a little bit into the mid-back area as you turn from side to side. And coming back to rest, closing the eyes. And the mouth is closed, breathing in and out through the nose for 3 abdominal breaths. In your own time, breathing in, the belly expands. Breathing out, the belly shrinks. And now, with the eyes still closed, bringing the palms together and rubbing the palms until they get really hot. And then placing one palm over each eye. So if you're wearing glasses, you want to take those off now. Feeling the heat from the palms of the hands go into the eyes, through the eyes, out the back of the eyeballs, into the mind, to nourish your mind, calm your mind, and to finish this practice. and then giving your face a little rub, a little wash, just to relieve any tension. Slowly opening the eyes and smiling. And that's the end of this practice in order to bring more chi into the shoulders, the neck, and down the arms. I'm just going to come closer to the screen now because I want to show you an acupressure point, which also benefits the tendons, the muscles, and the sinews of the arms. It's very good for things like tennis elbow and for any kind of repetitive strain that people can get from, especially kind of laptop work and using a mouse, and doing any kind of repetitive action with the arms. The way to find this point, which is called Qigong in Chinese, is to just cross your arm over your body like this so that your elbow is at right angles. And then you'll see, if you look down, you'll see the crease of the elbow here. And you just feel if you pull it there, you'll see the crease a little bit more clearly. So all you want to do with that is just go into the ends of the crease and you'll find a little hollow. You'll find it's just before the bone. You don't want to be on the bone itself. There's a little hollow between the bone and the end of the crease of the elbow. And just press that, not too hard, just gently, keep the shoulders down. And you can use this and just massage it for 2 or 3 minutes. And if you practice this just for a little bit longer, for 2 or 3 minutes, you'll find eventually that you feel some kind of sensation going down into the arm, into the hands. And so that shows that you've got the chi flowing. So that will stimulate and relieve, it will stimulate the chi flow and relieve any kind of pain or stiffness, especially in the elbow joint, but also going right down into the hand. So if you've got anything going on with the wrist or with the fingers, it's quite a strong circulating point. And then just for the sake of symmetry, even if you only have an issue on one side, you can do the other side as well and just go in with that and work with that point. So it's just very helpful, just circling in one direction and then change the direction. So you've just got your thumb in there working away with that. So that's the end of the lesson today. So that was following on from the previous lesson and really working a lot more with neck, with shoulders and down into the arms. And I hope you feel after doing that everything is a little bit easier, a little bit more relaxed. And if you practice that over a period of time, you'll notice that you can actually keep your hands in this kind of held up position here or out to the sides here for a lot longer than you probably have been able to do right now. If you're doing this for the first time, you probably found that quite strenuous. But over time, you will build up the strength in the muscles, and then eventually what you'll be doing is just working with the breath and the mind and thinking about where the mind is and really enjoying the experience and feeling the flow of chi down through the arms. So as with anything, any of these exercises that I'm showing you, if you have any questions, you can contact me at janice@spacetorelax.com or through the Facebook group, which is Space to Relax Free Qigong Group. So you'll find me there and you can ask me any questions there if you think of them after watching this. So I hope you enjoyed that and I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.
If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to learn some more Qigong from me, then you can do 3 things. The first thing is you can sign up for my free 3-part Qigong video series, which will be delivered to your email over the course of around a week. And you'll find the link to sign up for that on my homepage, on my website, which is spacetorelax.com. The second thing you can do is sign up and join me for the Zoom live classes, which are on Tuesday mornings and Thursday afternoons, and they'll be for the duration of COVID-19. So I'll put the link next to this video somewhere either below or above so you can sign up and join me there. And the third thing you can do if you're watching this video on YouTube is hit the red subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos from me. If you did enjoy this video, then please share it with your family and friends. Hopefully they'll join in and have some fun with practicing Qigong too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.